Our results are 5% growth on quarter and 19% growth year on year. So the first quarter has started on a very strong note. It is in line with last more than 8 quarters of strong growth KPIT has shown.
I also want to ask you about whether you have any exposure to the electric vehicle market, because the government is incentivizing a move on electric vehicles, whether it's production, consumption, etc. You have any opportunities there?
Absolutely. I think KPIT has been on the forefront of that. We work very closely with many global players, especially in Europe as well as in India. So I think we should be in a position we look at this as a strong growth opportunity, and we should be in a position to build on this trend. Very happy to share a very strong growth, which is more than 6% quarter on quarter and 17% year on year. One of the company and a business which is very reasonably evenly spread across US, Europe and Asia. One quarter this geography grows up, and second time the other one. So we are very happy with that. This was a quarter of a very increments, and we gave above industry average increments. But more importantly, I think a lot of initiatives we have taken in last 2-3 years. The impact of that is our quarter-on-quarter attrition on a yearly basis has come down by 40%. So our attrition is less than 15%, one of the lowest in the industry. We are focused on the new technology areas which are impacting all the automotive and mobility industry, and we believe in that area the spend will go up, while overall the industry may or may not do so well in future. In the world, mobility will never go down. People will have to move from one place to another. I think the models will be evolved, things will change, but the mobility will not change. That is a point number one. Point number two, the total vehicles on the road continue to grow, even though the vehicle sales in some cases have come down. That is the second thing, and that will continue to grow many times. I mean, whether you use a different mode of transport or not. So overall vehicles on the road, including the current as well as the new, will continue to grow. The third thing we wanted to say is basically our business is about the software, and the major changes which are happening are completely new technologies, and that's where exactly KPIT is positioned globally as one of the leaders in the integration part of that. That's why that is the new spend area, and at the same time, to your point, companies are really reducing their spend into their conventional area. They are reducing the number of people, but the technology spend is going up for all the companies, and that's where KPIT comes more as a thought leader, and of course our ability to deliver globally. We are now only focused on automotive and mobility, and now it is 1 year since then. We are very happy with 4 or 5 parameters which we could achieve. First, 14.5% constant currency growth, which is one of the best in the industry. Second, in line with our strategy, these 25 strategic customers showed more than 20% of growth, which was in line with our strategy. The profit margin, EBITDA margin, increased by 2% over last year. Again, it showed the quality of the earnings going. The cash realization is significantly high. DSO has come down. And of course, the attrition was the lowest. So this is what we achieved in the first full year. And on the back of it, we were looking for our automotive business talks about passenger car, commercial, and the new mobility, as we call. So it is completely on that sector. We see that the engineering spend is not going to slow down. All the automotive companies are very clear that the technology spend is very important for them, and actually I feel that the role of a company like KPIT will become more prominent because they want to really work on key technologies, and they want to do it at a competitive cost as well. So there, a global company like KPIT can come